Aboriginal people have occupied the island continent of Australia for close to 60,000 years. It therefore provides a rich case study of how creation myths and other myths form and are sustained over an extended time period with minimal influence from outsiders. Australian Aboriginal belief centres around a concept known as dreamtime or dreaming, which describes a golden age when the land was inhabited by their ancestors, often heroic or supernatural figures. It was these ancestors who devised the rules that Aboriginal people still follow today. The Aboriginal people were, and still are, a hunter-gatherer people, scattered across the country, who mostly live in extended family groups with their own languages. The dreamtime is a crucial element of daily life and the symbolic counterweight to basic survival. The symbolic work of the dreamtime is animated in ceremonies that include song and dance, and the elevation of sacred objects used in the dance literally, as well as figuratively above the heads of the participants. The origin myths are variations on a set of themes and vary according to region, but have remained remarkably consistent across groups who have had no contact with one another. The beginning of the creation myth introduces enormous spirit beings that traversed and literally made the country with geographical shapes and plants, and the spirits of all future people. When sacred spaces were entered, they contained a profound community of past and future members of the group the Aboriginal people belonged to. The Dreamtime was, and is, a deeply sophisticated system of reading the country. Each group holds responsibility for knowing its own country intimately and maintaining this symbolic force. They make maps of the sacred waterholes, hills, and other places. The brilliance of this system is that each group has its own unique knowledge informed by an oral mythic tradition. The sum effect is a complete map of the continent, stitched together by the knowledge of individuals' groups, like a quilt is made up of different panels. These creation myths are entirely focused on the land. There are water dreaming stories and myths generated by yams and other plant foods. By attending to the physical places to ensure they remain fresh and accessible and conducting ceremonies around them, the Aboriginal culture keeps the memory of these stories alive. One water dreaming story, Ngalpajukerpa, belongs to the Warlpiri people of the Tanami Desert. It tells how two rainmaker men sang the rain, unleashing a giant storm that collided with another storm. The two storms traveled across the country. A brown falcon, Kirkalangi, carried the storm further west until the bird dropped it and formed an enormous lake, Maliri. Whenever it rains, hundreds of bush ducks still flock to that lake, and a soakage still exists there today.